Hey, what's up, guys? In this video, we're going to be talking about the rich heritage of Davidoff Cigar. I got my Final Boss shirt on, but anyway, let's get into it. So, Davidoff cigars are a very premier brand. They started off, I believe, well, Zeno Davidoff is Ukrainian. So he's from the Ukraine, and then he was selling cigars all around Europe, and he was actually, his cigars have been around since around World War II. So he was the first one to come out with a desktop cigar humidor. You know, the ones that you see at like fine dining restaurants and stuff. And then towards the 60s, he went to Cuba. And so he started, you know, blending tobacco and creating different blends with Cuban cigars. And then obviously the Cuban embargo, Castro, communism, all that stuff I talk about in other videos. But he ended up going to the Dominican Republic. And that's where the Davidoff cigar brand is and still is. So I had a buddy of mine, shout out to Dave at Royal Cigar Lounge, the manager over there. He went to the Davidoff factory and they gave him all these different kind of cigars. Shout out to Royal Cigar Lounge as well. If you haven't smoked a Davidoff, go over there and smoke one because it's amazing. They have great prices. So shout out to them. I don't get paid from them, so I'm just shouting them out because I've been going there for a long time. Shout out to those guys. Anyway, so Davidoff ended up, you know, he blended cigars, and that's where he's been in the Dominican Republic. But the big thing about the Davidoff cigars is a very premier brand, very premier brand. One of the best smokes I've had. Very good. Very kind of like tasty. I think most of their cigars, anybody can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, is more of a Connecticut leaf, Dominican Republican. Connecticut leaf. So that's pretty much the history of Davidoff cigars. They're a very good brand, very premier, and yeah, so I hope you guys have a great day. Take care. God bless. I'm gonna keep smoking my stogies. You guys take care. God bless. Have a great one. Cigar King, Cigar Talk, Final Boss of Cigars, whatever you want to call it, out. Boom.